What is going on, guys? Austin here from GraphIt. So in the video today, what we're going to be doing is the last strength block before the peaking block. So what this entails basically in today's video is we're going to do squats and bench press. We're going to do comp style stuff of the squat and bench press, and I'm also going to do some central nervous system exercises to warm up the CNS. So some exercises that you can do before you do the heavy lifts and why they're important. And also we're going to go into some mobility drills before the heavy lifts and why they're important. So you don't want to miss all the stuff that we share in this video today. It's going to be super valuable, and yeah, just watch it now. Alrighty, so the first thing we started off with was box jumps, 2 sets of 5 to warm up the central nervous system. So the whole purpose behind this is to warm up the brain and spinal cord before we go into our heavy big lifts like the deadlift, or excuse me, the squat and the bench today. So this was the whole purpose, just to wake up the nervous system. Then we transitioned onto our mobility exercises. So we go plate ankle mobilization. So what the whole point of this is, what we're doing is we're giving the ankle more mobility so that when we go in the squat, we'll be able to have more range of motion, which we'll be able to squat a little bit more weight. So the ankles are really important. Ankle mobility is really important when you squat. Next, we move into hip mobility. So that's also incredibly important when you're squatting. So what we're doing right here is hip openers, just to open up the hips. So when we go into that squat position, we're all good. Now, lastly, we're emulating the squat to stand. So really what we're doing is actually emulating the squat. We're coming down, warming up the hamstrings first when we do that touch to our toes, and then we go into the squat. So it's like a body weight squat in a way. And actually, this is the last movement. We go into a COSSACK squat. So again, warming up the hips, warming up the ankles, warming up the calves, getting everything prepped, because when you go into these big lifts, guys, you need to have that, not just the nervous system awake, but you need to have that full range of motion. So one, you don't hurt yourself, and two, you can really optimize, or you can really get the most out of that lift. So now we move into the heavy squat. It's a single for 385. Not out to grass, we're going about 90 degrees down. So what we do in a comp. So again, if you remember from the last video, what this is a circa max. So we're doing a heavy single about 90% of the 1 rep max, a little bit around that range. And then what we do is we move into our back down sets. Now it's a set less. So this is a 5x5 at 340, so 340 pounds. And the whole point behind these back down sets is what we're doing is now we've decreased the volume, but we're increasing the load. So really what this means is that we're decreasing the overall amount of volume over time, but we're increasing how much weight we are lifting. And I know it kind of sounds like it sounds like it's, contradicting itself, but there's a reason behind that. So now we move into slam balls. Again, this is like just to warm up the CNS again. So like we did with the box jumps, we're doing it for the upper body now. And this is because we're moving into the push-based movement. So we're moving to the chest-based movement. So right here is pull aparts. Again, warming up the scapula. So this is more of the mobility-based stuff. We do a supinated grip. And the supinated grip, all that really means is think of your hands reverse grip. They're upside down, palms are facing up. And this is to warm the scapula up as well. Then we go into scap push-ups. The difference between a push-up and a scap push-up right here is that the elbows don't bend. So they stay straight the whole time. And what you're doing is you're warming up the back part. If you don't know where the scapula is, it's where the shoulder blades are. So we're warming up the muscles in the shoulder blades. And this is, again, going to help with the bench press. Same concept, we go into the heavy single of bench. And again, this is actually for 270, just one single, one set. That's it. And then we go into our back down sets, and that's again a 5x5, and that's at 250 pounds. So comp style grip. The whole point behind this, guys, though, is think of what I said before is last week. What we're doing now is we've decreased it by a set because we're decreasing the overall volume, so the training volume, but we're increasing the load. So that way I can peak at the meet, and I don't burn myself out physically and both mentally because of the increased amount of volume over time. That makes sense. So thanks for watching, guys, and that is all for this week's episode. All right, guys, so that is the workout for today. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel up there, and stay tuned for more weekly videos. Also, I just want to say this present is so cool. Look what my cousin got me for the groomsmen gifts. So awesome. GraphIt Yeti bottle right there. But if you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Again, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you soon. Take care.